Hello there. I'm DeAndre.
I'm Javante.
And this is Dre and Jay. And as you know, we are here today to talk about Obi-Wan Episode 4, Obi-Wan Kenobi Episode 4 on Disney+.
Chapter 4. You can't... People don't like when you say Episode 4.
Fine. Obi-Wan Kenobi Chapter 4 on Disney+. Mm-hmm. Let you guys know, we taught spoilers, so there will be spoilers. Spoiler warning. Where do I start? Oh yeah, let me just... I want to say this, because this is about the last episode, chapter 3, last chapter. So I just want to bring this up, because I've seen so many people, like, trash Obi-Wan for this reason. Like, they talk about, like, oh man, he's weak, how does he lose to Vader like that? And, like, come on, guys. One, Obi-Wan has, like, he's, disconnected himself from the Force. Mm-hmm. He dug up his lightsabers, or not dug up, he buried his lightsabers. He hasn't been training for years. It's understandable. Darth Vader, meanwhile, is prime right now. This nigga is prime, and you gotta look at the situation. Obi-Wan thought Anakin died. He thought Vader was dead. He wasn't preparing for him his whole life. Vader, on the meanwhile, knew Obi-Wan has been alive this whole time, has been preparing for him, so it's understandable that he got worked by Vader. Now, if Obi-Wan got worked by Inquisitor, then I would have a fucking problem.
There's two problems with that, what you're saying. I don't want to take too long because I want to get to chapter 4, but there's two problems with what you're saying.
What is
First problem is the fact that Obi-Wan's so fucking, trash right now. We only have 2 episodes left with this man, and he's, really out of it. It's like... oh, he's still got some skill. He's really out of it, and you only got 2 more episodes to really show what he can do, or try to get him to that point, because that's all you have left. And second off, what was your second point you made about the, also, he should be more, I thought he should have been more trained just because the fact he's there to protect Luke. You should have some type of skill still with a lightsaber in some way. Even you want to say you're not using it out there in public, you still have some kind of use of the lightsaber to be able to defend Luke if something was to happen.
But what I'm trying to say is that, one, because how many more years is it until A New Hope happens?
From this?
Yeah, from this.
It's gonna be like 20-some years.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying though.
Or at least 15.
This is the first 5 years? He's still grieving over everything that he's lost. So of course he's disconnected himself. Cal Kestis disconnected himself from.
But that's not the same. But think about this is the thing. Obi-Wan's this is a 6-episode show. I think the problem is people have a problem with Obi-Wan if this is if you're gonna show him going on a trajectory, but the fact Obi-Wan's at this point and we're already in episode 3.
But at the end of the day, who told you that Obi-Wan was going to be prime Obi-Wan when you watch the show?
If you tell me, because the first off, you have another fight.
This is about a character's journey.
You have another fight between these two.
Okay.
And when you have Darth Vader and you have Darth Vader saying in the New Hope, when I left you, I was but the learn. Now I am the master. Like you or you've grown weak, old friend, or something like that. I forgot the line exactly. Mm-hmm. But that's what I'm saying. So you have to show Obi-Wan doing something unique to be able for Vader to have to say that line.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So you have to show Obi-Wan being able to be somewhat Obi-Wan that we know. Because this is the case, let's be honest. If this is all we're going to get from Obi-Wan throughout, let's say, I'm not saying this is going to happen. If this is the same Obi-Wan we get for the rest of the series, this series is a failure to people. Because people didn't want to see this.
Okay.
This is a waste of time.
And I agree with that. And we're gonna get.
So I think that's why people are upset about it.
And we're gonna get to episode 4. But also, I just want to add on. That was literally the first time Obi-Wan pulled out his lightsaber. It wasn't like Obi-Wan pulled out his lightsaber several times before that.
No, I'm not saying that.
Vader,
but Obi-Wan should still have some training in a way. He should still been trained because he's still protecting Luke. But
he was trained. He survived, my nigga. Most
he was there.
Most Jedi that go. Most Jedi that go up against Vader, they die.
He was there, but I get that. But my thing, he could have been killed. He could have killed him. He got saved by that girl. He was going to die. He's going to get tortured first. But we can get into episode 4 when we come back. We can talk. That's going to probably be part of the chapter 4 anyway. So
okay,
go ahead. You can go first if you want to.
So chapter 4. I'm not going to say the episode was great. I think the last one was better. This one, I'll start out and just say it was like a 7 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10. Because it's kind of like copy and paste Star Wars. Like, hey, we're going to sneak into the enemy's fucking hangout, enemy base. Somehow pull it off, escape. And if anything, This makes it more disrespectful for the stormtroopers because them niggas, they can't aim. That's always been the trope. I understand that. But when old girl like slapped the fucking stormtrooper, then smacked the other one, I just thought that was kind of cheesy. I was like, come on now. That's just.
I'm gonna give the episode of me was a 4, maybe 3.5.
Really?
There's a lot of things I didn't like. One thing I didn't like was the lightsaber. I think Obi-Wan's lightsaber having to take 3 slices just to kill a stormtrooper would bother me.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Because stormtroopers should be able to be. I mean, it's like clone armor, so it should be able to take out easily. Also, that scene, the blackout scene where he's killing him and Loki then goes away. I don't like that scene because that scene. I felt the scene just wasn't that cool, but then also knowing that it came from Star Killer. It's a scene from Star Killer's the game that he does, and it's actually more epic when he does it. I'm like, okay, that's weak. Seeing Reva call, well, there's a whole bunch. This is, you know what the problem is. Let me start with this. This is the problem right here. I won't go back. Everybody got to take some fault in this. Disney got to take some fault. Deborah Chow got to take some fault. John Favreau, Dave Filoni, Kathleen Kennedy. Everybody got to take some fault in this show so far.
Oh, but I thought you said Deborah Chow was amazing.
She's an amazing actress. I'm saying she takes some fault. I'm not saying she's blaming all of it.
Okay.
But I think the problem with Disney now is they don't hit a point, and that's why I don't want the Bad Batch. I don't want no more of this stuff. They don't put their foot in their mouth. They don't screw themselves.
Hold on. No, stop right there. I'm just saying, Bad Batch animated, it's different.
No, that's what I'm saying. Let me finish. They put their foot in their mouth because they're stuck in the same time zone. And eventually, you're gonna run out. Eventually, you run out of space on what you can put in places to make still stuff that's canon to the original trilogy. That's the problem that they're at right now. Stuff. People are having to overlook things in each episode. They're overlooking things that are from the original trilogy that are canon because they're like, how does that make sense now? Even this episode does that a little bit. You're like, okay, some of this stuff's starting to get to the point now where you're like, I can't overlook all this stuff. Like when Reva calls her, when Reva says Obi-Wan to Leia. People are like, well, how do you explain now how she don't know what Obi-Wan is unless you're going to brainwash like Men in Black?
Well, I mean, I told you that last week.
But no, this week she really called him Obi-Wan.
I know, but I said last week it was going to be like she would know Obi-Wan and.
But no, I thought they were going to keep the Ben thing, or I thought, you know what I mean. But the fact that they got to this point now, it's you don't mess with canon, and I think they've done a lot of that throughout this show, where it's like canon's been kind of tossed around. You're like, I don't know if this is canon anymore, or it's canon, but it's like, do you even care about the canon at this point because it's all over the place? And I think that's probably because Disney can't move. They need to move forward. They need to stay out. They need to get away from the Clone Wars. This whole time, the Skywalker thing need to be done. They need to move to the future or to the past. They can't stay in this middle ground. I think that's what they're doing with the Bad Batch and these other shows. They have to move on. We have to get out of this time zone. Get out of all this. Even Andor. Let's just move on. And that's my biggest problem. But back to the show. This episode is, honestly, there's so much stuff. O'Shea Jackson's character, I didn't like his character either. I ain't gonna lie.
Motherfucker said only what 2.
I didn't like the character. I like, okay, I thought he was gonna be somebody else. I thought, okay, he's gonna play a bigger role, but I thought he was like.
Let me guess. You thought, according to fan Twitter, that he was gonna be Quinlan Voss.
I know some people thought that. I thought like I don't see why you brought him in as like he's one of those actors that you just don't see past him being straight out Compton. So it's like in the role I just didn't care for. I'm like, not that you can't have me. I just didn't care for. I was like, okay. But like you said, old girl slapping them stormtroopers. They got the plan to get in there. Not enough stormtroopers in there.
Well, also, my thing is, it's like, damn, these niggas don't step up security. This is happened for like the 4th time where niggas dress up in their uniform, come in, and come out. Like, I can't take the Empire serious as much as I used to take them. You know?
Yeah.
How did y'all go from Order 66?
Well, I didn't mind old girl at the beginning because she actually was. I mean, old girl at the beginning okay, but at the end when Obi-Wan's walking around with the little girl like this,
bro, come on,
that was bothersome because like everyone's stupid, but it felt like everybody was stupid but Reva. She's the only one that got some common sense, and Reva tried to do the Force thing on the Force mind read on Leia.
Do you mind if I comment on that?
Go ahead.
Okay. So my thing on that. I don't like it because, you know, we've had Vader in this past episode that, you know, like, hey, this is the big bad presence. So we're still waiting for Reva to, you know, establish herself as this menacing presence. So it's like, okay, if you're going to establish her as menacing, why don't you have her Force probe land? How about have that work? And of course, some of y'all will probably say the reason why Leia wasn't able to fall for it was because she's strong in the Force. She's a Skywalker. Similar to Rey in The Force Awakens, where she didn't let Kylo Ren get in her head. But I don't know. I just feel like you gotta give some moment for Reva to establish herself as that big bad in that.
She's not supposed to be the big bad, though.
But you know what I'm saying? But like, when Vader's not on screen, she's supposed to be the next one. And so far, she hasn't really been that for me. And I think that's just... I'm not saying I blame the actress, like a lot of people have. I just think that's the writing.
I think Reva's been cool because she's been put in a place like when she... Okay, yeah, she's had moments when there's no Vader around, her and old dude, the fifth brother are over there beefing it up. But like, when Vader comes around, she knows her place. Mm-hmm. But I will say to that scene, to that also... I feel like continuity is part of the problem. That's why I have to blame like Deborah Chow a little, because like continuity's not making sense, because you knew you got this girl from Alderaan. She's only 10 years old. What the fuck she knowing where the bases are at? How's she gonna know any of that shit? You know what I mean? Like, you got
the old girl talked to her in the last episode. She mentioned it when they were in the hideout. They were talking about all this.
But she's talking about all the bases. Oh. This is a 10-year-old kid. And it's only seen Alderaan for real. I mean, I just don't. I don't know, man. I just didn't sit right with me either. I was like, I feel like the show. Look, I want the show's not horrible. I'm not saying it's bad. I think a lot of people are actually liking it, and that's cool. But for continuity, there's a lot of things that I was like, I don't know about this. This don't fit with where I know this is gonna go.
You know what I also...
And you have to show, and also back to your, not to get off point, because I know what I'm saying on top, but to get back to your one, you have to show Obi-Wan getting back to a good state because of who Ben Kenobi is in A New Hope.
I agree.
So I'm saying
that's what I'm saying. I hope by the end.
But the thing is, we got 2 episodes left. And look at Obi-Wan Kenobi. Even this episode. Here's another. Yeah. This episode. I'll just cut you off.
You know another thing I actually want to add to continuity issues? The Bacta tank. How I don't understand like the way it works.
I don't know about the Bacta tank.
Well, you know why? Because we see Obi-Wan and Boba getting treated that motherfucker. And
we saw Luke in it.
I'm saying Luke, Boba, Obi-Wan, they all get treated. But that's what I'm saying. That's where I'm trying to get the continuity. How come their injuries heal up so damn like? Basically, nothing happened to him. But Vader, his scars, them bitches permanent.
Well, also Vader's missing. His scars don't look that bad. You look at episode 3 when they put his helmet. They don't look that bad. Yeah. He's got. Think about it. He's all robot. He literally got barely any body left. He's usually just robot. His scars actually don't look that bad in the movie. When you look at episode 3, go back and watch on chapter 3. We look at chapter 3 and look at him when he puts the helmet on. His face not that scarred up like that no more. Like, his scar's still, but not as bad like where it was when like.
Yeah, but I'm saying it still has the scar. Boba, that shit was completely missing. He doesn't even have the scar.
He had acid burns. It's different between that motherfucker was acid burn compared to being burnt like lava. So I don't know. I mean, I get you can say that also. You can say that also if you want to. I mean, I'm not saying you can't add that in there. You could add that.
Yeah. I also didn't like how Reva at the end where she put the tracker on the droid, because I was like, okay, then why were you so, obsessed with chasing them when you had clearly a rebel spy, or not rebel spy, but a spy in your ranks? Why didn't you just capture the spy? Try to torture her for information. Let Obi-Wan and Leia go. You got the tracker on them just in case.
Because that chick played herself off well. She said that I'm a spy for the Empire. So she was low-key saying, she made it sound like she was a spy for the Empire. Like, she brought them there.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, when the alarm went off and you knew Leia was getting rescued, you put a tracker on her anyway, so wouldn't you let them go and be like, okay?
No, because you saw when Vader came to that bitch. That's the only thing that saved her ass, low key.
No, but I'm saying you could have brought Vader's old girl as well.
But you didn't know what she could have been actually for the Empire, just spying. That's what I'm saying. He played it off well. She said, "I've been spying for the Empire. I'm a spy. I've been spying for the Empire."
But what I'm trying to say is, when all that shit was happening, you ran off. She escaped.
Go get Obi-Wan.
I would have said, "Fuck it. Let's keep her. Let Obi-Wan escape since we got the tracker on him anyway."
But what's she gonna tell you? If you get the tracker on Obi-Wan, what's she gonna tell you? That's you're gonna get out of for Obi-Wan. You're gonna get out. That's what I'm saying. Like, what can you torture to get? What information you gonna get out of?
She knows where the damn bases are.
Do she?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess you could do that. Yeah, there's another issue right there. Yeah, that counts too. That Obi-Wan Obi-Wan with the Force, it's bad, bro.
And hold on, that scene was kind of tight with him holding the water.
Not that. I'm talking about before when he barely could find a way to get the Force to get the stormtroopers off his ass. I'm like, man, this man is struggling. Yeah. And I think the thing is, I think the thing with this show that people that hate it or I kind of have a problem with it, they want to see Obi-Wan Kenobi doing some Obi-Wan Kenobi type shit. And we are 4 episodes in and Obi-Wan Kenobi hasn't done no tight shit. I think that's when people are tripping. He hasn't done anything really cool that makes him like Ewan McGregor. We think Obi-Wan, you think Ewan McGregor Revenge of the Sith. I get he's not that guy right now.
Yeah, that's why I'm
but we only have 6 episodes and we've watched 4. And we haven't got to that point. And you can't tell me that 2 episodes we go just get to this point out of the bag.
I mean, I understand it.
It's like it's got, huh?
I mean, I understand as far as him not being Obi-Wan like that, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You had 2 episodes to get to show out. Because let's be honest, even when he's Ben ain't moving like Obi-Wan was.
But Ben's older. Obi-Wan Kenobi's still in his prime, like his older age. He's still like what 40 years, something like that years old. He's still Ben Kenobi's like 50, 60 years old. That's an older man. Especially he ain't gonna be moving like that. But Obi-Wan Kenobi still like 5 years later from Revenge of the Sith. You kidding me? This man can't do anything. And I think the problem is like with storytelling. Those first 2 episodes, nobody had a problem with him being down in the dumps. But you had to show the gradual increase. I don't think we've seen much gradual increase from Obi-Wan Kenobi,
But the problem with that is that, as far as the pacing, the time, like, the first 2 episodes in the 3rd episode, those are, like, I'm talking about from Obi-Wan's time perspective, that's, like, what, a day, 2 days apart? Like, you can't show that much growth in 2 days, in a day or 2, you know?
I do
like we look at Luke. Luke from Empire Strikes Back to Return of the Jedi. That's what, 2 years?
Fuck no.
Or what was it, 1 year? Something
like that. Might be like 6, 7 months, maybe 6, 7 months.
I have a hard time.
Tell me Han Solo was sitting in a fucking car for 2 years?
Yeah, maybe. Let me see. Hold on.
I don't think that's 2 years. I think that's maybe like 6, 7 months.
But either way, Luke Skywalker.
Maybe a year at most. Maybe a year at most.
Let me check that out real quick.
But also, that's because Luke wasn't. The difference also with Luke was trying to learn. He didn't know. He wasn't even a Jedi. Obi-Wan's a Jedi master. It's different. You know what I mean? It's not the same. Luke Skywalker's a Padawan. He's still a Padawan.
1 year.
Okay, 1 year.
Okay.
And Luke's also.
I meant A New Hope in Empire. That's what I meant.
That might be about 6 months. That might not be that. It might be like about 4 months because Han Solo's still with the rebellion. He put on leave. Right after he got to the ward, he did the rebellion. That's probably about what 4 months maybe. That can't be too far in. Maybe 6 months, maybe a year at most. But I don't think it's even a year. I think probably like 6, 7 months.
3 years.
3 years, really?
Yep.
Okay. Still, the difference is with that also though. Luke Skywalker is a Padawan who has no master. Obi-Wan's a Jedi master, bro. Like there's no excuse for this shit. I know definitely gonna see some Qui-Gon coming.
You know something also gets me about this. I felt like this episode should have been longer because we've been all saying this. We want some Clone Wars flashbacks. It would have been nice, especially when Obi-Wan was recuperating in the Bacta tank, to show some damn flashbacks.
I don't know if you're gonna get that.
This is my thing. Why the fuck do you bring Hayden Christensen on if you're just gonna have him appear for that one fucking scene with that nigga in the robe?
I mean, you might still get those flashbacks. There's bigger problems than some fucking flashbacks. We got story all over the place. We got shit. We got fucking correlate. We got story out of place and shit. Shit not making sense.
Oh, how about this Darth?
We got power. We got power skills all over the place. Darth Vader low key was trash.
No, hold on. That Darth Vader was cold in this episode.
No,
man, the way he came in.
No, the way he came in was on point. But then Reva basically, hey, I got the fucking. I put the track on his ass. And Darth Vader be like, oh, okay, well, all right there, yeah. And it's like Darth Vader, I'm like, I don't know, bro.
What you talking about? I mean, she did a good thing. Hey, fuck it. You lead us to the base? All right, bet.
I think hey,
you fucked this up again? Yo, ass is grass.
He said the last time. No, Vader's been cool to see. I'm not gonna lie, Vader's been cool to see.
When he came in, bro, that motherfucker, I told you, what happened.
Yeah, and they let it get off.
Hey,
but my thing is this is also my problem. This is my problem with this. That's what I was saying. This is my problem with it. Vader don't know who's running the show because Vader didn't know Obi-Wan was even in that bitch. He didn't know they had Leia. He didn't know Obi-Wan was there. So Vader doesn't say he has any knowledge of what the fuck going on, and I thought he's running this shit.
But I thought they said that Vader wasn't on the ship.
No, he wasn't on the ship. But Vader doesn't know Leia's on the ship. He doesn't know we got Obi-Wan's we got something that Obi-Wan might want. He don't know anything. Vader's just like, oh, Obi-Wan was here. What the fuck happened? He doesn't know anything for real. I'm saying it's like Vader kind of feels like he's not even running anything. He's just there because Reva doing everything without him. Mm-hmm. She's the one Captain Leia doing the interrogation. I mean, I thought Vader might pop in the interrogation or something like that. Nah, we don't get none of that. Reva's running the whole show. So my problem is Vader's not. I mean, everyone's talking about Vader's that guy, but Vader ain't that guy in this show because Vader ain't knowing what's going on. Vader's over here just finding out where everybody else find out.
Technically,
Vader find out
I don't even think Vader knew that Leia was captured in the first place.
That's my point, though. When Vader,
but that's what I'm saying. I think Vader thinks of it like that as a problem. Like, hey, that shit's too little. That shit's too little.
No, because that's your connection to Obi-Wan. Mm-hmm. Reba knows. Get the girl. Obi-Wan's gonna come. So why would you tell Vader a girl meets him to Obi-Wan Kenobi? We could use her. Like I'm saying, it doesn't make no sense.
Yeah.
That's another part of the show.
I did like the little, the little chamber that they had where they stored all those Jedi and shit. That was kind of dark.
Yeah, the Force users and stuff.
Force users. They had that one guy from that episode of Clone Wars where Ahsoka lost her lightsaber, and he was in that bitch.
That was cool. That was cool. I mean, the show's not bad. It is a lot of things that are like. You mess up the original trilogy because you got things that are like you're throwing things it's not because they're trying to. Some of this shit just you're trying to create. You have to create a story. And I get that. This is storytelling. You got to create a story, and you're having to throw things in there that are correlating and going against what's been created in the past.
Okay,
and that's the biggest problem I think with the show right now. The show has some good moments. I'm not saying it doesn't. It has some fun moments, but they're starting to aren't correlated. I think it's starting to get. I think we're starting to see a bigger notice in it, and it's starting to become more of a thing that you can't ignore.
Yeah,
as we keep going.
Well, I was gonna mention as far as the chamber. I think that kind of has something to do with Rebels too, because Rebels they did an episode where they used Master Luminora, the green chick that was with the black. Yeah. So they used her in an episode to lure Jedi for a trap. Like she's dead, but they used their force powers or the force presence of the force within them, I guess, to bring Jedi to their location. So I guess maybe that's something that they're using those Jedi in there for. Like their force presence draws Jedi to them. I don't know, something like that. But
I just don't get why it's so hard. I get why. I'm not saying it's like I get why it's because of the money and stuff like that. Like Vader sells, Obi-Wan's gonna sell. Like I'm sure it starts selling really well. But it's like we gotta go. Disney, for a company that's known for taking some chances. They haven't took no chance with Star Wars as far as pushing the needle forward. You gotta push this shit either forward or back, bro. I don't know how many times you can say that shit. It needs to go one or the other way, because right now where you're at, you can't keep doing this. I don't want to see no more Clone War, Skywalker content. No, we don't want, because the problem is you're starting to correlate things on top of each other, and you're like, oh, well, what about this with this? Damn, what about this that happened there? It makes canon not matter no more. Does canon not matter no more, I was saying? Do you not care about canon?
Man, depends. Honestly,
you had a problem with fucking them killing, or he's not dead, but Grand Inquisitor getting stabbed. You're like, hey, bro, I don't feel with rebels. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So my point. So canon does matter to people. What
I'm trying to understand is what exactly did it break canon for you?
It's broken with Obi-Wan Kenobi. The Leia thing, I didn't think Leia was gonna be around so long. I thought Leia was maybe 2 episodes and maybe be out this bitch. I didn't think.
Tell you that fucking last week and you had a problem with it? Or you say no, man?
I thought Leia begin. I thought they get Leia home and we gonna move on. Like the fact that Leia's gonna be in all these 6 episodes.
I literally said that shit last week. And you said she probably gonna be in the whole series. It made sense. I'm like,
because they couldn't follow Luke, but it's like, damn, Leia's getting heavy. I probably did say that. I probably did say that Leia was gonna be in the whole show, but damn. It's a lot of Leia, and it's also just
I said the same shit because I didn't like the fact that it was kind of copying the Mandalorian, whereas this child and protector.
That's what they've been doing. They did that with Boba Fett.
Yeah, they've been doing it this whole time.
Boba Fett was a child. Oh, girl was taking care of his ass. You keep it at. They've been doing that. They did that with Hawkeye. You did that with what was it? The Bad Batch did it. They do a lot of shit. They just take the Disney formula in a way. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, my point is. They're getting to the point where they're starting to pile things on top of each other. They're starting to be like, okay, well, how does this make sense here? How's this making sense here? And it's going to make it where, like, okay, the original trilogy's all fucked. Like, this shit's not, like, either this is canon or it's not.
I'm trying to understand. What did it break canon for you?
With the Obi-Wan Kenobi's name getting tossed around, like how it's getting tossed around.
Okay, well, how does that break canon?
Because that fucks up the Leia shit. And Leia not knowing who the fuck he is.
How does it?
Because she knows it's Obi-Wan Kenobi who's protecting her.
Yeah.
In A New Hope, she literally says, Obi-Wan Kenobi, your mom help. My father served you in the Clone Wars. It would be now, at this point, I would think she would say, remember me as a little kid, you helped save me as a little girl. It's fucked up canon.
Okay.
She knew you helped serve my father in the Clone Wars. That's fucked up. The fact that
I mean, you did have to get that message out quick, so I guess you can't mention everything.
No.
This is my father from the Clone Wars.
No, you okay? You're gonna say one thing. Okay, you're gonna say one thing. What thing you say first? I'm gonna say, remember me? You helped me as a little girl escape the Empire. That makes more sense than saying you served my father in the Clone Wars.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Fair.
So that's already one part. That's already fucked up. We keep going. Start thinking. I'm trying to think about what else. The Darth Vader shit's cool. Okay, depending on what happens with the last Obi-Wan Kenobi fight, if Obi-Wan Kenobi don't watch Darth Vader next fight, then that looks bad. Because, like, okay, so Darth Vader whooping his ass since before. It didn't matter. And I don't get how he survives Darth Vader again. If he does, that looks bad.
Agree.
The fact, anything else for me is, like,
also, I wanted to add this in my argument about the beginning with Obi-Wan and Anakin. Like, Obi-Wan, Darth Vader, as far as Obi-Wan looking weak. Let's be honest. In Revenge of the Sith, if Obi-Wan and Anakin stayed on that damn platform the rest of the way, Anakin would have won. The only reason why Obi-Wan won was because he established the high ground.
But also, Obi-Wan had more wisdom. He was smarter. That's what made Obi-Wan... You could say the high ground, but also Obi-Wan knew...
No, but what I'm saying, though, is if they were still on that thing, traveling through the lava, Anakin would have won.
Yeah, probably, but the thing was... But Obi-Wan didn't try to use... Nobody ever said Obi-Wan's more powerful than Anakin. He's outsmarted him. He's more wise than Anakin.
Yeah, agreed.
Which is why he killed. Why he was able to cut his legs off. He said, "I got the high ground," and Anakin still tried to jump over it.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, like, as far as the dual lightsaber, like, Anakin.
Well, no, yeah, Anakin's the chosen one. We know Anakin's OP, but the thing is, like, even you look at the last fight in chapter 3, Darth Vader just seems more. He's matured. You can tell he's grown. He ain't the same little kid that just eager to go attack now. He knows a little more.
Nigga's in his prime.
Not in his prime. He's not in his prime because that man got no legs. He ain't in his prime.
Shit.
But
read the Darth Vader comments.
No, he's not in his prime. He's not in his prime. He's just more wise. I think he's more wise. He's more powerful for sure. But I don't mean. But he's still not in his prime because his prime would be.
Okay,
that
fine.
may be a whole different thing.
He's in his prime for what he is with Darth
Vader.
As
a force user, he's in his prime. Yes, he's at the moment where he knows everything. Yes. Yeah. I do agree that he's seasoned. But as far as canon, also was trying to think about all the episodes we've seen so far. One, I got a problem. One for real. Organa coming back to see Obi-Wan again. I don't know. That kind of threw people off a little bit. Some people say that shit sounds a little off.
How does it break?
I didn't have a problem with it. I don't know. Some people said I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that. I like that.
Yeah.
Trying to think what else.
I just wish he would have just showed up instead of rather sending a message then showing up. It's just like, what the hell?
Yeah. I think the biggest thing, honestly, is Obi-Wan Kenobi Leia connection, and also Leia kind of knowing that he knew her dad. Does that change anything for anybody? She could.
Wait, did he say that? That he knew her dad?
Remember? Are you my father?
Yeah, but he didn't say that. I knew.
No.
Which, by the way,
I didn't know your mother. He knew her mother. He said, "I'm not sure. I wish I was your father." But your mother was an amazing woman, or something like that. He started talking about, like, he says, "Oh yeah, yeah." He's talking about that multiple times. He even said, "Yeah, you have a person." No, he says a person I know. But like,
also, didn't Leia also say something about, like, when she's always heard, like, stories about her mother, like when she was talking to Luke in Return of the Jedi, like she heard stories about her mother.
That was Revenge of the Sith.
Huh?
That's Return of the Jedi when she says, "Do you remember?" When Luke asks her about, "Do you remember our mother?" That's Return of the Jedi, not Empire Strikes Back.
That's why I said it. Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. Oh, that does. I mean, that would make sense then. But that'd be some shit we don't tell Luke. But I mean, that's some shit you probably would know already by the time we get to fucking. Yeah, I guess that's bad. That works. Yeah, I gotta rewatch Return of the Jedi. But still, I'm saying a lot of shit just getting over. Not just in this. This is a lot of shit's getting overcut. Even the Grand Inquisitor thing now. Now people say he got two stomachs, which might be true. But that throws off Rebels now.
Our species,
that throws off Rebels.
How does it throw off Rebels?
I mean, the fact he's been stabbed kind of changes how I would look at the man. He probably got some. I mean, I don't know. I would think something up with that man. Maybe.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I mean, we gotta see when he come back. But I wonder where his place. I mean, let's think. Where's his place now as a Grand Inquisitor, with him being gone for so long as a character? Like, they haven't even mentioned that they saved the man.
Yeah. You
said the fifth brother. You said all those kind. I'm just wondering how the hierarchy goes back to him again.
Well, I think this episode kind of confirms that the Grand Inquisitor is alive, because when what's her name, Tala, when she mentioned, "Oh, should I report this to the Grand Inquisitor?" and the guy was like, "No, like, you're good, like, you can go through." If the Grand Inquisitor was dead, wouldn't he catch on and be like, Grand Inquisitor died.
Well, he don't know shit. He let her go. He called her a sir and stuff. He don't know. He didn't know shit.
I'm just saying, like, maybe he would have. Maybe if the Grand Inquisitor was dead, he would have caught on to some shit like that. But the fact that
he also said that we're going for the interrogation. She said, "I have some information for the interrogation."
Yeah.
So I could be that Reva was the one doing the interrogating.
So is Reva the Grand Inquisitor?
I mean, by default, she kind of is because shit, Vader's she's Vader's right hand right now.
Yeah. Huh.
But still, overall, guys. Episode was cool. Some flaws to me.
Hey, when he spun that lightsaber though, I was like, he's back.
Who?
He's back. Obi-Wan.
Oh no, the fuck he wasn't.
When
back.
he spun the lightsaber, I was like, okay.
Motherfucker moving slow as shit. No, he ain't back.
He's old, man. Come on,
bro. It's 5 years later. He ain't that damn old. Stop saying he old. It's 5 years later.
And yeah, in about 15 years, he looks like Alec Guinness. Explain that.
That's 15 years. You talking about 5 years of 15?
Actually, you know what? How far is Obi-Wan from A New Hope? I know that shit ain't no damn 15.
No, it's probably not 15. Look at Luke. Luke's probably about, what, 18, 20 years old at that time when A New Hope hits. Think about it. If he's only been around for he was born as a baby in Revenge of the Sith.
No, because Obi-Wan takes place 10 years.
No, it doesn't. It's like 5. If Revenge of the Sith and Luke Skywalker was just born,
Obi-Wan takes place 10 years after the events of Revenge of the Sith.
Okay, I was wrong. My bad. I was wrong. Still, I don't want. He should be moving like that, bro. Don't give me that shit. You making excuses now. Oh, he old. Don't give me that shit. If that's the case, you should have made the show then. This man can't move. We don't want to see this shit.
All I'm saying is that for 5, maybe 10, about another.
He will only be 40.
About another 10 years, he gonna look like Alec Guinness.
No, because I don't think A New Hope probably takes place when A New Hope. I just depends when A New Hope takes place at the time. We won't know. You can't research that shit and say when. I don't think
we don't know when Obi-Wan will end. But yes.
Yeah, but my point is this. If he's only in his 40s at this point. Then and you want to say that you're 40, you still be able to move, bro. You're a Jedi Master.
Is he in his 40s?
If he was in his 30s in Revenge of the Sith,
now I gotta look. What
do you think he was in Phantom Menace? He's probably about 18, 20. He's probably in his 20s.
And then how old was he in Attack of the Clones?
He's probably in his late 20s, maybe early 30s.
He was in his 30s. I'll say mid 30s, probably.
Mid 30s,
maybe.
In Attack of the Clones?
Oh my god.
Anakin's only 17?
Obi-Wan.
No, it's like 7 years later. Anakin's only 17.
Attack of the Clones.
Anakin's what, 17?
He was 35 in Attack of the Clones.
Okay, 35. So
he was 38. He was 38 in Revenge of the Sith.
So he's 48.
So he's 48. He's near.
Still be able to move.
He is near 50.
Still be able to move.
Okay.
Yoda moving. Yoda 100-something years old.
I mean, species also.
Bro, I'm just saying, bro.
Yoda's species ages.
How old was Kiani Mundi ass?
Kiani is a different species too.
All I'm saying, bro, you making excuses for motherfuckers, bro. At 50 years old, that man should still be able to move a little bit, bro. There's no way you tell me this man can't move at all. If that's the case,
he is moving. Nigga over here.
He wasn't doing shit.
Lightsaber spinning, blocking and shit. Alec Guinness, his ass was doing.
That's a different time, bro.
That's nigga. Come on now.
Also, different time.
Yeah, but guess what? If I showed Obi-Wan doing all this shit, and I'm supposed to comprehend that this goes from this.
Okay, it's different.
In a short time span.
It's different time span though, bro. You can't. I mean, it's different time. It's different time when that movie came out. You can't. Okay.
Yeah, I know, but at the end of the day, you talk about Star Wars has to be consistent. So there you go.
It does to a certain extent. Yes, I agree. It does have to be consistent. But I'm saying Obi-Wan. This is not what people want from Obi-Wan. They now want to see Obi-Wan moving. If Obi-Wan stays like this, people do not want to see this. This is not what people wanted to see when they said Obi-Wan Kenobi's getting a show.
Okay.
This is not what people want to see. We're going to wrap this whole up, bro. We're going
to wrap it up. Look, I enjoyed it. I
enjoyed Book of Boba Fett also, didn't you?
I've enjoyed. Huh?
You enjoyed Book of Boba Fett also. We got that on camera. You enjoyed Book of Boba Fett. That season finale you enjoyed.
Not as much.
No. You enjoyed it at first. Then you came on and said, "Yeah, I was wrong."
No.
You enjoyed it at first.
I said Book of Boba had moments that I.
You said that season finale was not bad. You said it was enjoyable.
Yeah, I said it wasn't that bad.
And then a couple days later, you said, "Yeah, I was wrong."
I said the series as a whole was kind of ass. I said there were moments though.
The season finale you even said was like, "Yeah, bro, shit kind of weak." Remember when we talked to Kev at the studio, like, yeah, low key.
Kenneth?
We talked to Kenneth at the studio, like, low key, yeah, he actually making a good point. That shit was kind of ass.
He was talking about the show as a whole. I wasn't talking about the final episode.
We was talking about the season finale. How that shit was all slow and shit, and motherfuckers weren't doing shit. 2 fucking robots and shit. We were talking about that shit. But go ahead.
Either way, I said, look, I think Kenobi has its moments.
It does.
I think at the end of the day, I still enjoy it. I'm still glad that it's here.
Okay, man, let's say, if these last 2 episodes don't wow you, was this show a failure? And does it take Star Wars back a notch?
Define wow.
Did this story... Okay, when this show got announced and we first heard about Obi-Wan Kenobi, we were like, oh shit, this is the show to be. I went on record saying this gonna bring Star Wars back. So if this show doesn't hit, is it a failure? And if it doesn't wow, you're like, oh my god, that was the greatest 2 episodes ever. The last 2 episodes take over the whole show. I don't give a fuck about the rest of the series.
I will say this. If the last 2 episodes are less than 30 minutes, or let's say the next episode is less than 40 minutes, I'll say that's a disappointment right there. Because I think they still have so much to unpack in these last 2 episodes. I think these last 2 episodes should be 50 minutes at least.
Okay, and if they don't wow you, is the show a failure?
As a whole?
Yes.
Yeah, I could say that, yeah.
And it just takes Star Wars back a notch.
Not really, no.
It don't take Star Wars back a notch. This show fails. If this show turns out to be a dud, it doesn't take Star Wars back. As far as Star Wars, people will be excited for Star Wars. Star Wars be all like, Star Wars is back. It don't take it back a notch. That's 2 bad shows. The only thing you have hold on to Mando.
Well, no, I say this because you have shows now that are going to take place after certain events.
We're talking about live action shows.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Live action. I'm talking about Ahsoka, because Ahsoka is going to involve a lot of new shit like Rebels characters.
But you're
going to have.
But it still takes a backseat because you know why?
You're going to have the Acolyte that's going to take place years before. Look, you have High Republic.
Think about this. No, it's still screwed. You know why? Because the characters that we love, the legacy characters, are all fucked. You done fucked the Luke Skywalker shit up. Now you done fucked the Obi-Wan Kenobi up. All the legacy characters you fucked. And the prequels, you done fucked the prequels. And the original trilogy, you did multiple fuck-ups. You tried to be that show take a backseat, and for live action, that'll make you go into live action thinking, damn, the only thing that live action has done well is Mandalorian.
My thing is, man, I just think y'all expected too much from Obi. Like, y'all expected Obi-Wan, like, to be this nigga.
Nobody expected him to be that nigga.
I knew he was
People
gonna be
said
broken.
he can grow. They just want to see some improvement. It's been like this for 4 episodes. That's the problem.
But the thing is, I knew when you had a 6-episode season, you weren't going to show growth within a character.
You have to.
You can't show that within 6 episodes. But that's the thing.
If you're doing
especially if each episode is a day or two
apart from each other.
But DeAndre,
if you're only doing a 1-season thing, you have to show that growth.
Who says 1 season? I heard that they're doing season 2 maybe.
Let's see. Right now, this is a 1-season thing. It's like, before I get a season 2, this is a 1-season thing as of right now, right? I heard Tamara Morrison, I love 1 season 2 of Bubba.
Yeah.
We gonna get that? Fuck no. Look, like I'm saying, this is right now, what we got and what we knew coming in, this is a 1-season thing. So you had to take this character from being down to where Obi-Wan Kenobi in A New Hope is at, where he's a man that's made, he feels good, he's confident who he is, he's not scared of Vader, all that kind of stuff. You have to take this character from here to there. And now you got 2 episodes to do it.
Not really, because you think about it. Alec Guinness, how far? A New Hope is what? How many years?
But DeAndre, my point is this.
So within that span, maybe he became.
You have to show it on film though, because you're not gonna see no more. This year I see no more Kenobi. Kenobi's gone. We're not seeing no more of this. So you have to show you have to show this middle point where this character goes from here to here.
Or you could just show Obi-Wan's downs.
Then when the fuck do we see the growth? So basically you made a whole show about him just being down all the time. We don't need this shit. Let's be honest, that's a failure then. A whole show about Obi-Wan Kenobi just being down the whole time is a failure as a show, bro. Mm-hmm. You can't say that's not a failure. I did not want to see Obi-Wan Kenobi down the whole show.
I never said the whole show, but look, I think...
You just said.
No, okay.
Hey, what
I'm saying is, for it to get to episode 4 and y'all still complain about him being down and him not being that OP, I said by the end of the series, mm-hmm. if he's still the same way by the end of the series, okay, then that might be a problem.
I agree.
But if he's back, like let's say it takes till the final episode, but he finally becomes Obi-Wan, I think that's a good thing.
That might be the case. I'm not saying that's a problem. That might be good. That'd be good. The problem is we 4 episodes in, and this man hasn't shown no jump. He can't connect to the Force still. We ain't seen shit.
Okay.
You're gonna tell me you're gonna get all this in 2 episodes and connect Reva still and show what the fuck Reva got going on, why her backstory is what it is. Still throw Vader in. Still bring back that Grand Inquisitor possibly. It's a lot of shit. Yeah. You're asking to throw on, and we still got Leia around.
Yeah. Hey. All I know is them bitches better be an hour long then.
That's what I'm saying. I just think there's a lot that they're gonna miss out on certain things because they've got so much going on.
Yeah.
And it's
That could be the case. Yeah.
And I hate it because I want Star Wars to be amazing, and I don't want this show to fail. Because if it does fail to people, and I heard a lot of people like it. Talk to the Star Wars, like the hardcore fans. If this show's bad, we go back downhill again. We going back downhill. Back to Mando only. Mando and Grogu is the only thing that can save us. At this point, shit, that's all we think can work.
Yeah.
Everything else just fails.
I mean, I've enjoyed it so far. I don't know about y'all. That's on y'all. That sounds like you probably.
That's like about Book of Boba though. But let me ask you this: Is this real good Star Wars content you just enjoy because it's Star Wars? Separate two. Is it good content? Actually, good content, or just because it's Star Wars? That's why you're saying, "Oh, it's not that bad." It's Star Wars. Because you're making a lot of complaints.
No, I think that's amidst. It's had some good content. I think.
You expected this show to be the best show for Disney Plus coming out to this point. You expect this to be the best show on Disney Plus. What if it gets to Miss Marvel?
I said it probably could be the best show because it will tie in a lot of shit from the prequels.
And it's Obi-Wan Kenobi, a character we've been wanting to see, and people have been begging to see Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
And we ain't getting Obi-Wan Kenobi right now.
I mean, I think if you want to see some badass Obi-Wan Kenobi, I think they should have some flashback moments in the episode to Clone Wars where you actually see Prime Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I'm not saying actually Prime. Just show this man being back up, bro. People want to see this man grow some and have some Force ability. Just see this man grow some. And I hope they do it the last episode. I hope they do that. I hope they do that.
That's what I'm saying. I think it probably will be
but
like that.
I think people are worried. We're 4 episodes in. We ain't really seen much. I think that's what people are scared about. But
so what you're saying is that if, let's say the first episode, this motherfucker is down, and then somehow within an episode he's back to, I'm Prime Obi-Wan. That's not realistic.
It's not a Prime.
That's not a journey.
No, I'm not saying Prime Obi-Wan. I'm saying Obi-Wan still can connect to the Force or find a willingness, like be able to find his skill as a Jedi Master to be able to use a lightsaber.
Okay.
I think that's a problem. Well, he's a Jedi Master.
Okay. No. Hear me out, because Cal Kestis but no, hold on. Let me finish. Cal Kestis lost his Force, his ability to use the Force like that. And then it took several missions on that damn game to finally reconnect, finally adapt lightsaber skills and everything. And before you say, Cal Kestis was a Padawan, he wasn't even a Jedi Master, he was a Jedi Knight or all that. He wasn't Jedi Master. Seer, who was a Jedi Master, lost connection to the Force.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying.
And yet she got it back eventually.
Fine. They ain't Obi-Wan Kenobi though. Let's be honest. Obi-Wan Kenobi's a different. Okay, that's like an Anakin. You can compare who did you say her name was?
Seer.
You can compare Seer to Anakin Skywalker. You can compare Seer to Mace Windu. There's certain Jedi that are on a certain level, my nigga. Yoda, Mace Windu, Anakin, Dooku, Obi-Wan Kenobi. They're on a different level as far as power scale, my guys. So I expect more from them kind of characters. But we got to end this video, bro.
I think just Jedi in general, when they lose their way and when they're down, and they lose their ability to use the Force, it takes a while to get that shit back. They just can't fucking get that shit in a day or two.
Okay, well, Obi-Wan Kenobi's not in the same situation. He's in a deadly situation where lives are being lost. He has to protect the little girl.
Yeah,
so he gotta find his shit quick.
But that's what I'm saying. The point is that when it matters most, Obi-Wan still could pull that connection.
I hope so.
Because when it came to saving Leia, he was able to use the Force. When it came to holding off that water in the underground, he was able to use the Force to a greater extent than what he's been doing on the show. Mm-hmm. Like he couldn't move the ball. Like he was struggling to move the ball early in the episode. And then it turns out when the moment comes, he's able to do it.
Yeah. No, it's cool.
So it's that. I don't know.
There's still a lot of flaws in the episode, bro.
Okay. Well,
you agree with a lot of flaws.
I do agree there were some flaws in the episode. But for me to say, oh man, this show is terrible. No.
I'm not saying show's terrible. I'm saying the show's disappointing for what the fuck we came in thinking. That's what I'm saying. You keep on taking it to another level.
Okay, fine.
But what we came in expecting, this show has not been up to the level of what we expected.
I don't think it's that disappointing though. I think it's. Honestly,
because you're not, Jerry. Just be saying about Book of Boba. These shows coming with a certain amount of expectation. Book of Boba had expectation. People were like, oh, shit, I can't wait to see Book of Boba. After Mandalorian, I can't wait to see that. How Mandalorian ended season 2, they showed them. I expect to see this. Obi-Wan Kenobi's Obi-Wan Kenobi. I expect to see this. We wanted this show for a long time. I expect to see Obi-Wan Kenobi do this. And I expect to see this grow off eventually. Now, Obi-Wan Kenobi's not done yet. So it can still grow. That can still be good. But to this point, we'll be like, disappointing.
Okay.
But Book of Boba, nigga, showed my point why I said that, where it was hyped up and didn't live up to the hype. And now Tamir Morris ain't getting no season 2. Same thing.
Well, I just think the character of
the show was bad.
the character was done bad too.
No, that's part of the show. Right? Writing,
but for y'all to say Obi-Wan the character has been done bad, I disagree with that.
I'm not saying it's been done bad. What I'm saying is people are like, hey, bro, we got 2. The problem is, if you told me this was 12 episodes, okay, I don't mind. We have 6 episodes, and we're already watched 4. We have 2 episodes left. That's the difference. If it was 12 episodes, nobody would have a problem with it. That's okay. That's cool. This is a 6-episode show, bro. That's like Superman having a 6-episode show, and he don't fly, so he can't fly, and we already 4 episodes in. He still can't fly and use laser vision.
Yeah.
You'd be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, that's called Smallville. That's what Smallville was.
Yeah, and that shit do.
Actually, Smallville was a hit.
Compare what people want. That compare for it's a real Superman thing. I'm like, hey, this is my Superman. Hell no.
You'd be surprised how many niggas still love Smallville.
I'm not saying you can't love Smallville. What I'm saying is, if I told you, hey, I'm selling you on Superman, and I give you Smallville, you're gonna be mad.
I don't know, according to y'all motherfuckers be all talking about, oh man, where are those heartwarming moments? Where are those family moments with Superman?
Fine, if I sold you a fucking Gotham and I sold you a fucking Batman and I give you fucking Teen Titans or some shit like that.
Wait, what?
If I sell you a Batman universe and I give you fucking Gotham, that Gotham show, you're like, yeah, this shit's cool, but this shit ain't my shit. I'm expecting.
One, that shit ain't even cool. So let's go ahead and stop there.
Not the original Gotham, but go ahead, cut the video. Though. We've been on this bitch too long. You
all right, this went long.
No, it's supposed to be say
it was your fault.
Discussion.
Yeah, this is a discussion. It's a review and discussion. Yeah, what did you guys think of Obi-Wan Kenobi Chapter 4? Let us know down below.
It can still grow, guys. We got 2 episodes left. It can still get back where it's like we love it.
Yeah,
it has to wow for these last 2 episodes
for sure. Let us know your thoughts on it.
One thing we didn't talk about. I'm not gonna say that. We ain't gonna let you do. I gotta say right quick. The music ain't been hidden.
Yeah,
the music ain't been hidden.
I mean, when you show the trailer and I see Dual Fates, I did expect
the music hasn't hit. Even that fight scene in episode 3, the music wasn't hidden.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
why.
I'm not gonna keep going. That's it.
But also, it was a short fight scene, so I didn't expect them to.
I thought the whole show they don't give music.
That is true. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, again, let us know your thoughts on Obi-Wan Kenobi Chapter 4. Let us know what your thoughts are on the show in general. But yeah, if you enjoyed this review / discussion, sorry it was long. That's how we are. We get into things.
That was like, it's a Star Wars. That's like the rare ones.
Yeah.
It don't usually happen too often.
Yeah, Star Wars usually does that to us. But yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed this review / discussion. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'm DeAndre.
And Javante.
And may the Force be with you guys.